On the low, but you know that you're killing it.
Hey, peace family, your boy FONZi Neutron representing BoutOnline.com. Joined with Flash Mode, aka Flash Angeles. We're going to be discussing a few topics surrounding the hip hop culture. Number one at the minute is the Diddy media spectacle, was currently hitting everybody. We see yesterday the news came in that his homes had been raided, so everybody's talking about it. It's quite an interesting one. You know, there's quite a few different perspectives. Some people feel as though the heat's coming down on him too hard. Others feel as though it's justified and it's just been a matter of time. So we're going to shoot the breeze and go through some thoughts on this one. Flash, what's good, man?
Man, niggas need to tighten up. Niggas need to tighten up. You know, I knew back then when they threw Bill Cosby in jail, who is you not to go? You are going to go. And once the feds, the alphabet boys come, then we know how serious that shit is. This ain't no 1 out of 12 or you know what I mean? No Cagney Lacey or no type of shit like that. This, when the feds come, is serious. You're doing 80% of your time, and they don't come with no mishaps or we allegedly think or possibly we may think. Nah, they got evidence. When they move, they move. So, you know, it's a very serious thing when they hit both of your houses. You know what I mean? If you wrong, like I said, Diddy, if you wrong, niggas is wrong, you doing way out weirdo shit, then your time is coming. But at the same time, I don't wish jail on nobody. And at the same time, this is the industry. People be lying. This is the season of video and everybody having their own 2 cents or whatever, and they have a lane to go do so and destroy you, they will. Now, I've seen Diddy, I think, you know, he's getting a slice of humble pie, but at the same time, if you doing that weirdo shit, it's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't been the most, modest person in the world, arrogance and all that, taking people's money and how Craig Mack died, how Black Rob died. Everybody just, if you're a part of Bad Boy, even if you're not on the roster no more as far as up and running or whatever, you still should be shining. No matter what, you was a product of Bad Boy. You shouldn't leave Bad Boy and be looking like stir fried shit afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot of things that's coinciding with him going to jail and him paying the dues that he was supposed to be paying. His son Justin and all of them, they all about to be. Someone went to jail. What I heard.
Yeah, we did see on the footage that it appeared that his sons Justin and King had been detained. We've seen them being handcuffed, and as it's come in, even just now, we've just seen on TMZ 30 minutes ago they posted an exclusive saying Diddy is no longer associated with Revolt TV in any form or fashion, and that they've learned that from their sources, that apparently he's sold off all his TV shares with Revolt to an anonymous buyer, so he's no longer associated with the company. When we start to see things like that happen with big companies, it's usually not a good sign. We've seen other companies pull away from him. I believe that he lost a drink deal with Diego that he was always talking about. Sean John Clothing been pulled, a lot of things like that. So it's crazy because it kind of reminds me of, you know, WWE. Recently there was a huge scandal with Vince McMahon, who's the owner of WWE, and you know the company pulled back from him. Everybody sort of pulled away, and now we see similarly happening within the hip hop industry with Diddy. Now I want to ask you, do you feel this is justified with him, or do you think that there are people above him that need to be called to account? Like, let me see if I can share this post. This is from somebody on social media. They put, let's see if we can pull this up. They put Leo, Doug Morris, Jimmy Iovine, and Clive Davis all made money off Bad Boy, more so Arista. And if you're going to take Puff down, take them too. Don't just focus on the black man. Now, do you think there's being focus put on him because he's a black man? Or do you think that it's justified for the crimes that he's being allegedly accused of?
I feel like it's halfway of it. I feel like they own him because he's a black man, but not only because he's a black man with some money. You feel me? And plenty of it. You know, man, put it to you like this. I'm not condoning none of that weird shit or none of that stuff that's going on or whatever allegedly that he has done, but that's part of the music game, baby. I mean, it's a bunch of people that did much, much worse than Diddy. They just not under the scope. You feel what I'm saying? They just not under the scope and they not black. It's people that have done way, way worse. It's like a part of the music industry to take young people and, you know, mold their minds and all that type of shit, man. But, you know, I feel like, yeah, I mean, they on him. They on him because he black, but, you know, he black and he got some money. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these publications, a lot of these podcasts, a lot of these newspapers and all that type of stuff, they make money off of this. You know what I'm saying? He's making a lot of money for somebody else for his demise and all of that. So, you know, yeah, I feel like it could be a biased thing. I feel like it could be.
Yeah, you know, as you said, there's a lot of money that's made when we look at the industry. So many different dynamics. Like you mentioned, Craig Mack earlier. We spoke about even Craig Mack. I believe it was like a week ago. You know, just looking at his death and some of the things that he was going through. So it's crazy how a lot of these things come full circle. I remember when Keefe D was arrested. We spoke about that, and there was a lot of people that was alluding to Diddy was actually going to be next and be arrested. So it's kind of quite interesting that a lot of things have started trickling since then. You know what I mean?
I think he's like I said. I think that Diddy just needed a big slice of humble pie. It's like you don't do your artists like that. You don't do your artists like that, like Black Robs and the Craig Max and even Biggie a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's around to enjoy all the money but him. You know what I mean? He gave people they publishing, but he gave people they publishing damn near when he done milked it dry. Okay, you can have it back now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. You know what I mean? It's like I understand, but at the same time, like to be that shrewd of a businessman, and just like the villain, the hero and the villain in the story. You know what I'm saying? The villain had the real villains used to take care of the people. So then when the shit really hit the fan, he still had the love of the people. People go to bat for you. But if you out there, you know, being janky and shysty to people, ain't nobody gonna have your back. Ain't nobody coming to go free Diddy, and ain't nobody saying that. Everybody like, like, you know what I mean? Like it was like a just due. So, you know, all it is that, you know, the money will blind you. You have a whole bunch of money, you're like, I don't give a damn shit. I'm in the news. What's the name? I don't care what them suckers are saying. They broke. Yeah, they broke. It's because you took their money.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting how you just said, like, you know, everybody got something to say. One of the things is like I've noticed a lot of people poking fun, and some of it is funny. I'll be honest, you know, me myself, I've never really been the biggest like Diddy fan or advocate, supporter, or anything like that because I was always a Pac fan, you know, and at the same time, you know, Pac was very much opposed to Diddy and Bad Boy and that whole kind of camp. So, you know, even though Pac passed and, you know, Diddy kind of continued on and he got bigger and stuff in the game, and I always thought he was kind of a bit of a weird character, not to say, you know, we knew of all of this stuff what he was getting into because he always presented himself as somebody that was kind of clean cut, if that makes sense. He always was like, you know, trying to put himself out there like he was a clean cut character. So seeing all this stuff coming now, it definitely raises a lot of eyebrows. But ultimately, when we look at the industry, I don't think it's that surprising because a lot of the things we've been hearing about, especially more so recently, is some of the occult practices of the industry, some of the hidden things that happen behind the scenes, the casting couches, the wild parties, things like that. So he's kind of become now like a poster child for a lot of those kind of antics and behaviors. So it seems like the net is finally closing in on Diddy. And, you know, as we mentioned, it's coming that he's sold off his shares for Revolt. So he's no longer going to be associated with that company. Could we be seeing more of that happen with like his music business and things like that as well? Because I can't really see him getting off this one off the hook that easy.
Yeah, man. He ain't about to just pay some money and bounce out. And that's how that's gonna be and watch it all unfold and then scave off. It ain't about to be like that. As far as the Tupac shit, I started to really see that, you know, a woman can, especially if a woman got your mind, a woman can make you as jealous and envious, even if that's not your forte. So I can see why, you know, Diddy was at Pac. Anybody else would be at Pac making a type of song like that about him. But at the same time, what I hear was that infamous night where Kim Porter was still alive, and she had went on an outing with a couple of other people with him and had a Tupac shirt on. You feel what I'm saying? The shit about Tupac, you just have to take it on the chin. How many times have you the fellas? How many times you done been around some women and have been around a girl that you like and all that type of shit, and then she see Tupac on the screen or after Tupac then died, you know what I'm saying? She just go on and on and on about Tupac. You know what I'm saying? To where you be like, man, like you be kind of jealous, but at the same time, you know, Kim Porter had a Tupac shirt on. She knew that was gonna during the beef. You know what I'm saying? She knew that was gonna rile him up. She knew that was gonna get some attention from him. And I think that was the night he broke her nose, or as allegedly as they say, he broke her nose. But you know, a woman can make you do that. You know what I'm saying? And so he had the song out about him and all that. And so it's a lot of things that Diddy is paying for. You know what I'm saying? I feel. Without being all in the man's business like that, we're talking about it because it's public news and it's something that's all over the news. That's why we're talking about it. But I feel like, you know, Diddy is paying a lot of karma, and it's just beginning. I don't think it's like this the end of it. It's like it's just beginning. It's not about to stop.
On the low, but you know that you're feeling it. Them man are killing it. On the low, but you know that you're feeling it. Them man are killing it. On the low, but you know that you're feeling it. Them man are killing it. On the low, but you know that you're feeling it.